communicate with them, let them know your constraints, let them know what to do to help you out. They have started advertising student jobs or student roles. You have higher chances of getting the jobs, and then school would understand your schedule because you're a student and all. So hey lovely people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Gus, and as a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for coming back to this channel, for liking this video and every other video, dropping a comment in the comment section, for sharing our contents. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for coming back. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, why don't you join the lovely family? Subscribe to this channel for beautiful content about postgraduate studies, scholarship, and general students' life in the UK. So in today's video, I want to share with you guys what to expect after you've gotten your admission. I know that some people may have gone past this stage, but I am also aware that there are certain things that you guys do not know, which would be helpful to you in this video. So if you're planning to be a student in this upcoming academic session, 2021-2022 academic session, and you have received that admission or a conditional offer or an unconditional offer from your university, then you do need to keep watching this video because there are tips coming your way, helpful tips coming your way. So let's get right into this video. So let's talk about the deposit, okay? I know that once a school gives you a conditional offer, the next thing is usually an alert, a reminder that you should pay your deposit, okay? Most times the deposit is £3,000, other times it's £4,000, some of them is even £2,000. So a deposit is just a financial commitment that you have made to secure your admission, because a lot of other people have applied for that spot, and because they may not have the capacity to admit everybody, once you pay a deposit, you show that, oh, you're serious, you're committed, and you have reserved your spot, such that those who do not pay the deposit at the stipulated time are likely to lose their admission, except you do the following things that I'm about to tell you. If you have been reminded about paying deposits and you are yet to pay, if you have paid your deposit, congratulations, you have secured a spot in your university. But if you're yet to pay your deposit, don't worry, calm down, just listen and you'll get something out of it, okay? What you're going to do is, basically when they give you a deadline, when they give you a timeline to pay your deposit, and is that if you're looking forward to securing funding, or if you have applied for a scholarship and probably you've gone for interview and are waiting the outcome, all you need to do is just communicate with your school, reply to that email, that reminder, or just send them an email, maybe requesting an extension, a further extension for the deposit. Or if you are very close to securing funding, you could let them know that you're applying for funding and you have hopes that you are likely to be awarded a scholarship, because usually if your academics is being funded by a scholarship, the deposit is usually waived. But if before the offer letter comes, if before your award letter comes, you have already paid deposit to your university, that money is non-refundable. Your scholarship organization will not refund you that money, because they are not even going to pay the deposit. So it's like you wasting your money, because the scholarship is supposed to, well, depending on if your scholarship is fully funded or partially funded, it will depend on the terms of your scholarship. But for those scholarships which are fully funded, they usually do not pay the deposit, because after all, they are going to pay the entire fees at the end of the day. So if you now rush, if you're looking forward to being funded by an organization and then you rush and go and pay your deposit, I'm not saying don't pay your deposit. The people that have this person, they know themselves. If you have paid your deposit, don't worry, you wait for the second point in this video, because that would be for you. But for this one, if you have not paid your deposits and you do not have £2,000 to £4,000 to pay your deposits, and you're looking for funding, you're awaiting a feedback from a funding organization to either ascertain whether you have been awarded funding or not, then you need to communicate with your school. Communication is key. Email communication. Just write to them and let them know that, oh, hi, whosoever sent you the emails, or hi, admissions team, hi, finance team. My name is so and so person. I have applied to Queen Mary University of London for an LLM, and I have received a conditional offer, and the outstanding condition is that I pay my deposit of so and so amount. I'm writing to you because the deposit deadline is approaching, and I do not think that I am capable of being able to raise so and so amount to meet the deposit requirement, although I really do want to study in Queen Mary University of London, and I have also applied for funding in so and so places. And this month of June, going forward between June and July, most scholarship applicants will receive their response, whether you have been progressed to the final level, whether you have been conditionally selected, and all of that. So that way, let them know that you've applied for funding and you are looking forward to getting a feedback from them. If possible, attach your application letter. If you've gotten any emails or from the scholarship organization saying, oh, you will get your response to so and so time, attach it to show them evidence, so that they know that, okay, this person is actually serious. Because usually what people do is they can apply to lots and lots of schools, and the school give them admission and they end up not showing up. And if the school had refused other people that spot and offered you, and you end up at the dying minute refusing the admission because you have taken another offer, then the school is losing out, which is why they're always looking forward for you to pay your deposit. So, but if you show them that you are really interested in studying at the said school, and you show them reasons why you're not able to meet your deposit requirement yet, then they are likely to extend that deposit time for you. And once you are able to get your final award letter from a scholarship organization and you forward it to the school, then you wouldn't need to pay anything again. But if you had paid something, if you had paid the deposit and it is not, you don't intend to fund your entire studies, and you now end up getting a scholarship, that money is gone. Forget it. Okay, so basically this is very close to what the deposit was about. So if you were given a conditional offer, they would usually outline all the outstanding requirements for you to meet before you can get a final award letter. It could be an English language requirement, it could be payment of deposit, it could be any other thing, maybe preconditions that the school has specified for you, but usually they will state whatever outstanding condition in your conditional award letter. So what you have to do is make sure you follow the deadlines that have been provided for you to meet this requirement. If you have to write IELTS, do well to write. If you don't want to write IELTS, you can ask them to waive it for you. I've spoke about that in this channel. If you don't want to write IELTS in a school that requires an IELTS, you can do well to watch that video. I'm probably going to link it here for you guys to watch. So that's how it is. If you know that you can't meet a particular requirement that they're asking for, send them an email. Tell them that these are the reasons I cannot meet this requirement. But let them know that those requirements will not keep you at a disadvantage. You are still capable of pursuing the master's program. You're still capable of doing every other thing that is required of you. You're still capable of pursuing that program and giving in your best. So do not allow any precondition to keep you away from going forward with your program. So, and just communicate with them. Let them know your constraints. Let them know what to do and to help you out, and if you need their help, let them know, because these people, they are also looking for international students, because international students basically pay double of what national students here pay. So getting more international students is at an advantage for them, so they will naturally not want to just send you away or reject you because you can't meet so and so thing or something. So communicate with them as much as you can. If you're having any difficulty with communicating with your school, or with something that you need and you don't know how to go about it, you can send me an email. You can drop a comment, you can drop your questions in the comment section. If I can, I will answer for you. I'll maybe tell you one or two things based on my experience. So so that's how you can go around that. So let's talk about the visa requirements. Except you're watching me from a country that you don't need visa to come to the UK, every other person would basically need a tier 4 student visa to come study in the UK. And before you apply for your visa, you will usually need a CAS, confirmation of acceptance of studies, because the tier 4 visa is being sponsored by your university. Okay, so a confirmation of acceptance of studies is like, oh, we have confirmed that this student is ours. These are the details that we have of this student. We have confirmed that this student has complied with all our requirements, and please go ahead and give this person a visa. Your school will usually not give you a CAS until you have fulfilled all their requirements, and that's like almost maybe 1 or 2 months to your resumption time when your session is resuming. Because in the emails that is going to come after your conditional award letter, after your deposit emails, those emails that they'll be reminding you what to do, they will start saying you should apply for your CAS. They'll start saying, oh, you need to fulfill so and so requirements so that you can apply for your CAS. This is how you should apply for your CAS. Usually it's through the student portal, the portal that they open for you after you have submitted your admission application, and then they get back to you. That particular portal, that's usually where you would also apply for your CAS. Look out for those emails that come from your school. They will show you the different ways to apply for your CAS. But if you stay for like 2 months to the time of your resumption, you haven't heard from your school about your CAS, you need to email them. You need to email the admissions team requesting for your CAS and requesting that they tell you every outstanding requirement you need to meet so that they can give you CAS on time. This is because without CAS, you cannot apply for your visa. And the earlier you apply for your visa, the earlier it will come out. So you don't need to wait till 2 weeks to when you're about to travel, or 1 month to when you're about to travel before you make an application for visa. So that what happened, because if you guys know what happened to me, I've already shared my visa story on this channel now. My visa, the very first application I made, the very first visa application I made got lost after 3 weeks. When I was expecting my feedback, I was told to come and reapply. So if you wait till the dying minutes before making your visa, or if you're just waiting until the school gets back to you and 1 month to the time you're supposed to resume school, your session is supposed to resume, you haven't heard from your school, you need to email them. Don't just email them, follow up and make sure that you get your confirmation of acceptance of studies, because if you do not, you are not going to be able to apply for visa. Basically, the CAS is just a stipulated number. It's a unique number that is, unique to you, given to you by your school. And then usually when they are sending the CAS, they send most of the information that you'll be filling in your visa application. So they basically make the journey simple for you, because sometimes you may be filling your visa application and they're asking you certain things and you don't know. If you have your CAS, the documents showing your confirmation of acceptance, most of this information will be there. And then in that CAS, your school will show that you've been able to meet the English language requirements, you have paid your certain fee, and if you're a funded student, they will confirm that, oh, your fees are going to be paid by such organization. They just make life simple for you. So that's basically it about the CAS. Everybody needs it. If you don't have a CAS, you're not going to be able to apply for your visa, and you need to do that on time. Now let's talk about the visa requirements. I think I'm going to do a video on normal visa process and visa requirement based on where I'm from, because I wouldn't be familiar with the visa process in other countries. I'm from Nigeria if you're watching me, and I'm going to give just state how my visa experience was and what I needed to apply. But I think if you're coming to the UK and you need a tier 4 visa, the requirements will basically be similar. Just be aware in the interim that you would need to, if you're a self-funded student, you will need to provide evidence of funding for a certain amount of time. I think usually 21 days or 28 days, but you will need to keep that money in your account throughout that period until you receive your visa, to show that you will be able to take care of your finances when you come to UK. You would also need to pay for immigration service charge. They call it immigration surcharge. Those who are sponsored students, like scholarship recipients, would usually not pay this money because the scholarship organization will pay for you. They will pay for your visa application, they will pay for your immigration surcharge. But this is subject to the requirements of the scholarship. So if you have gotten funding or you've applied for funding, you need to confirm the terms and conditions. Are they going to pay for your visa? Are they going to pay for your flight? Is it full funding? Is it partial funding? Those of us who are recipients of full scholarship, we didn't have to pay anything when making our visa application because the charges were covered already. So, but before you, as a self-funded student, before you submit your visa application, you would have to pay that immigration surcharge. I can't really say how much. I'm not sure how much, but I'm going to confirm when I'm editing this video so that I put it in this video so you guys can see how much immigration surcharge is, or at least the possible range, how much it will likely cost. You also have to pay for your visa the tier 4 visa, you have to pay for that as well, and a couple of other things that you will need to sort out. So the financial requirements is not just when you pay your school fees or when you have the money in a blocked account for your visa application. That's not just it. You will still need to pay for the visa. You will still need to pay for the surcharge. The immigration health surcharge is a fee that you're paying for health insurance, so that when you come over to the UK as a student, you can have access to medical care. That's what you're paying for. We have access to medical care. Students, you just have to pay for it so you can have access to medical care. So these are the things that you should take into consideration now that you've had your offer of admission. And when you do all of these things, put all of these things in mind, and it's going to help you going forward. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section about this topic or any topic at all. Let me also know if you have any other video requests. I'll definitely do that for you guys. Okay guys, don't forget to like this video, share this video to people you know it to help, and also subscribe if you're yet to do so. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye bye.